At the beginning of the year, when Miss Logan Hollis was talking about the Pig Time Project and she told us to start thinking about what we wanted to do for it, I had no clue. All these ideas ran through my head, like cooking, teaching, writing, trying a new skill, but none of them caught my attention. I wanted to help people like my grandma and my Aunt Sarah do. So it hit me. I decided I wanted to do stress bracelets. Not just any stress bracelets for people in nursing homes. So they're kind of moody people. But they're pretty easy to get along with. They're easier to get along with than the average person. In the beginning, I was stumped. I had to take into consideration allergies, sensitive skin, and safety. Knowing all of these things, I decided that I was going to use a certain type of string and a certain type of bead, and whether the bracelet should be super long or super short, what design I was going to do. Finally, I chose a somewhat long braid. I wanted my bracelet to wrap around the wrist 2 times, like this paracord bracelet does. In this process, I had 2 mentors. I had my Grandma Wilmer and my step-grandma to help me. Coincidentally, they are both named Barb. Grandma Wilmer is a nurse, and Barb makes a lot of different jewelry. As I proceeded with this project, I ran into some problems. I had all of these things that I needed before starting. Like, I had collected them from throughout the years. So I had string, and I had all the beads and all these fancy colored strings. But I forgot where I put said strings. The second problem I ran into was that the beads kept slipping on the bracelet like this. So I had to figure out how to stop that, because this is a safety hazard. If all the beads slip off and someone trips on them, there could be a problem. So I decided to braid the beads inside the bracelet. This project made my life really crazy. And it may sound strange, but the project that I was doing to prevent stress for people was just causing me stress. And at some point, it also caused a conflict in my schedule, because the family had things planned, or I was going somewhere, but then I needed to go to the nursing home, and none of it worked out, and everything blew up. It was like, pew! But that made me realize, even with all of the stress, that I could help people. The patients in the nursing home and I had a blast. This project, I would like to go back and keep working on it. It put me outside of my comfort zone, because I don't like talking to people. I'm not a big fan of it. And people don't like talking to me because, well, I make weird faces. And in general, I'm just uncomfortable around people most of the time because they're weird. And working with a bunch of, don't get me wrong, they are very nice people, but old people, was awesome. It put me out of my comfort zone, and I learned many things about myself and others. For one thing, I thought that older people were mean. Like, the old ladies, I thought they kept butterscotch in their purse. They don't. I learned about myself that I need to get out more, but I'm able to help people even if it's not the way that I thought I would help people in.